there's that like myth, and here's another myth that's been like floating around that a lot of people say SEO is dead. I see that thumbnail everywhere on YouTube, right? SEO is dead. SEO is dead. Oh my God, SEO is dead. SEO is not dead. I think like to what Lawrence was saying as well is SEO is evolving. So what's happening is now we're not just optimizers and blog writers. I feel like now SEO is transitioning into how do I even describe this? It's transitioning into like almost like a digital marketing manager where SEOs understand that in order to rank well, you need to write good content. So you need to know how to write good content. What does good content look like? Is it human readable, but is it also SEO optimized? You need to know how to SEO optimize a website, which is the core thing that we do. You need to know what makes the UX of a website work. So there's no point driving a lot of like traffic to a website just to have no one convert just because it looks ugly or they don't know how to interact with it. So yeah, it turns into like those three things now where an SEO needs to have knowledge on all three in order to be very successful. If you're just an SEO optimizer, I think you're going to find it really hard to have clients stick around for the long term, because what's going to happen is you're going to produce content that is very hard to read. It's not very human readable. It's not smooth. But then also you're going to be driving a lot of traffic to a website that doesn't convert. And therefore your clients think you're not doing a good job. But in fact, you are doing a good job. It's just not producing an ROI for your client because your client doesn't have a vehicle that is able to take customers from consideration phase to purchase. And then they blame you for that. And like, well, that's so unfair. Like, that's not my fault. That's the UX or web designer's fault. True, but a lot of customers don't even have a UX designer or web designer that is super invested in making sure that website looks the best it can possibly be. They might have a guy on retainer who helps them with 5-10 changes a month that they want to put on their website, but he's not actively invested in making sure that website is evolving and being the best that it can possibly be, unless the business is quite established and quite legitimate. But a lot of smaller to medium-sized clients don't have that web design team member to help them, really make sure that website is converting extremely well and is very user-friendly and easy to use. Would you agree with that?
Yeah, absolutely. You're going to have to build in a lot more infrastructure behind the website to be able to drive that traffic, but also leverage and capture that traffic in a meaningful way. So as you were talking, I was just thinking about one more myth, which is it's very hard to calculate SEO ROI. It is, but it isn't, because what I notice in a lot of service-based businesses is they don't have a CRM. So they cannot attribute any type of acquisition from any channel to anything. And they go, oh, where's the ROI in SEO? It's like, because you're not calculating that. Well, whether that's our job, it's becoming more of our job to go, you know what? You got these leads for SEO and this is how much value they were. Guess what? You didn't convert them. So we have to tell our clients, hey, if you're not converting the leads, we have to introduce something that will make them, we can get them to your door, like you were saying, but you have to convert them. That's not our role in particular. If you want us to help you out with that, we've got great referral partners that can do that and can come in and really revolutionize your business. But we can push a lot of traffic to your website, but you got to capture it and put it down on paper and then make sure it converts through your pipeline as well. So we're breaching more into that space and looking at the actual conversion of those leads and saying, if that's $1 million lead, we've just made our entire retainer back. And we've had so many of those examples and shown that. And the client goes, thank you. You made us millions of dollars through a very, very standard and simple to understand SEO campaign. And that feels really great because other marketing channels may be suffering, but SEO is still thriving.